Welcome back everyone to Pawfect's Stardew Valley Let's Play series. This is now episode 25. Let's get right into it. So we've got 2 more days left of spring. We've got a fair bit of money going on, which is fantastic. Let's see how the spirits are today. Fortune teller. Spirits in good humour. Okay, well that's good, but now that I think about it, it's probably not going to change anything. So let's just check for a moment. So it's watering, our watering cans at the place. I'm thinking we probably still need fertilizer, so we might do that. Although we've also got quite a lot of wood, we might actually even consider getting a. Actually, before we do anything else, let's put these in here. But I'm thinking we probably have enough wood and stone to buy an upgraded barn. And I think we probably will do that. We've got a lot more gold than I anticipated, and we've still got some more gold coming. We will be getting forage items and that sort of thing still today. Because I would like to try to get our forage up to 6 as early as possible, because I want to get as many batteries during summer as possible. Alright, let's say hello to all our chickens. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a quick. Actually, let's just get a little bit of hay, because we do need some hay. And I think we'll do a quick tree chopping run just before 9 o'clock, and then we'll head up to Robin's place, and we'll order an upgraded. Well, not an upgrade. Order just a barn. I think there's 6,000 gold. So I think if we have 20,000 gold coming into summer, that'll be plenty. So let's chop these down. I did sort of consider whether or not we wanted to get to the bottom of the mine in spring. I think if we wanted to do that, just to tick that off, we probably could do that. But I think I'd rather just get set up properly for summer. And to do that, we need a lot more fertilizer, because we won't have enough fertilizer, which won't necessarily be a problem, because we will be using a lot of fertilizer with our we're using wheat and hops and those sort of things without fertilizer, because I don't think we need to use fertilizer on those. But we still probably need a fair bit more. I'm hoping that we keep quite a bit of this fertilized land into summer, but generally, as the seasons change, you lose quite a lot. So I'm expecting that we probably won't have enough. Also, we are going to be getting a few of our quality sprinklers finished, and that'll change the layout of our farm. So we're going to have to consider changing the layout of our farm, and we might even move some of the tappers into other trees. So I might have a look at that when we get back. It is 9 o'clock now. There are some worms just there on the ground, so we will be getting those. And I'm thinking that we might even consider doing some fishing. We haven't done fishing in a while. We do have that mission to get fishing just an eel, but I'm thinking we might try to do some fishing. It hasn't been a rainy day in a while. So we might do that. So let's construct a farm building, which we want a barn, which we've got enough things for. And I'm thinking we'll put it down below here. So I wonder how far down. Do we want it? Let's do it on the same spot. So let's go one across, and we'll put it there, because I will be clearing out the area underneath it at some point, and that'll be our big barn area. So that's going well. So how about we do a quick forage run, and then we might go fishing. So let's do this area up the top here, and then head back. Actually, no, we'll go back through. No, I've changed my mind again. I like to change my mind quite a lot. We're going back to the farm now, and we will pick up our fishing rod, and then I think we'll go river fishing until 6 o'clock, and then we'll go. Then we might go beach fishing, just because I think we can get some eels, and I would like to get an eel to give to Evelyn, I think it was, if we can. So we will be doing that. I also want to come back to the farm because I want to keep getting these refined quartz and keep making sure our furnaces are going full bulk. So we're up to 11 now. So we could make straight away 11 refined, 11 quality sprinklers, but we will continue to make more of those. Let's put those away. Let's put these away as well. Let's put that away. We'll put the hay away. We'll grab the fishing rod. What are the things we don't need? Let's put that away. We won't need the scythe. We won't need the axe. Won't need any of those. And let's put away the sap, the fibre, and we'll be selling these two. And I think that's probably enough inventory space. So let's do that now. Let's put those away. We'll switch that to there. Switch that to there. We don't need the sword either, but can't bother putting it away. So let's continue on to the river, which I might just quickly use the mine carts to do that, and just go to town and just head across this way. And I think we'll just be fishing in this little river spot. I think we can get catfish. So if we get a catfish today, that would be great. But we may not do that. So I've skipped through fishing before in the past. I probably won't today, just because it's the second last day of spring, and I'll have a bit of a chat to how we're going so far. So a bit of a take stock. So what have we done? We've got down to level 105 in the mine. In doing so, we've opened up the mine carts. We've also been able to build a coop. We've also got our barn started today. We've upgraded our pick once. We've upgraded our watering can, or starting to upgrade our watering can. What else have we done? We've got quite a lot of farming plots to go. We've got to about level 7 in farming. We've got to level 5 in mining and 5 in combat. I think fishing is the only thing that we're lagging behind. So we're going pretty well. I think our social is probably the only real thing that's lagging behind. We don't have very high social at this stage, and that is certainly lagging behind. And we've got a shad. I don't know if I've caught a shad before. But that's okay. We'll keep... Ooh, this is a tricky one. So this might be a catfish. I'm hoping that we can get... No! No. Okay, let's see. I really don't want to lose this. Oh no, I've lost. Damn it. So I do think this is a catfish. So we will be trying to get a catfish today. That certainly was far from my best effort in fishing. I do normally get catfish. I think that might be the first fish we've lost. So hopefully we can catch another one of those. Everyone can see how bad I was in that effort, but maybe we'll get another one soon. I wasn't actually anticipating getting one, so I sort of wasn't ready for that, and I was sort of a bit distracted by talking. But I mean, I can make every excuse under the sun. At the end of the day, I didn't catch it, so hopefully we get one soon. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know what time catfish stop coming. Hopefully it's not too early in the day, because I would like to get one. This is another easy one. So it's so much easier when you get these ones. In comparison to catfish, catfish are much harder. I think shad is a community centre bundle item as well. I think after we've done a few more fishing, we might even have a quick look at the community centre bundles and see what items we have left to do. Okay, still no catfish. I will be getting that chest. I just want to get our bar up higher. Yep, there we go. Back down to the catfish. I mean, back down to the fish. It's not a catfish. Catfish would be much faster than this. Smallmouth bass. And what have we got? We got 3 coal, which is never a bad thing. I would like to try to get a ancient seed early. There's a few ways. Oh, here's another catfish. Let's not get distracted. So I might be a bit quieter while I focus on getting this fish. I've got a bit luckier this time than last time. My start was much better. There we go. They seem to jump around a lot, and then they say, no, and then they slow down for a bit, and then you use that time where they've slowed down to collect it. No, I'm not going too good this time. I just don't I don't feel like I'm doing well. Oh, I just missed the bottom of that. Okay, come on. This is going to be a big, long catch if we get it in the end. Although, no. Damn it! That's really disappointing. We got really, really close there at one point, and then lost it in the end. But I don't... I just feel like I'm not doing this right. Like, I'm normally much better than this. But there's a few, like... It's so... You have to just get it right. And there was a time there, or a couple of times there, where I feel like my bar was just under where the fish was, because I was just trying not to go over. And I think of a couple of those times I just caught the bottom of it, rather than just miss the bottom of it. It probably would have made the difference. But anyway, hopefully we'll get another chance of getting a catfish. We were very, very close. But I'm quite disappointed we didn't get that. Another smallmouth bass. All the other fish just seem so easy. We don't have the greatest fishing run. Our fishing skill is quite low, so it's probably not too surprising that we aren't able to catch one of these. Because when we have a higher fishing level, your bar gets bigger, and it just makes it a lot easier to catch the fish. But I'm trying. We're still going to try. And we're still going to aim to get one, even though the odds are a little bit stacked against us. Because that would be a really good outcome for today, I think, if we could get a catfish. But I am really disappointed we didn't. It's one of those things. It's like getting to level, I think it was 95 in the mines a few days ago. It's just one of those things you just don't want to be beaten by it. And I think I'd be very disappointed if I finished this day without have caught a catfish. Although we're starting to run out of time, which is fine. But you know, I would have liked to have got a catfish. So I think in future. Oh, there's another one. No! That went way too quick to start with, because it went all the way up and then all the way down, and there's no way I can keep up with that. You sort of need to aim to get that very, very first bit where it stops at the top. And if you... Oh, here's another one. See, just like that, and there is no way I'm going to go for that chest. Okay, this seems a lot better. I think we're going a lot better on this one. Just caught it. Come on, stay still. No. See, just missed the bottom end of that. No. Come on. Stay still. Stop being so sporadic. No. They're really, when they move twice really, really quickly, it makes it really hard, because you have to anticipate. Jeez, I tell you what, it'd be fun if we got a chest at the same time. Oh, it's really hard to adjust when they do their two quick movements. When they do one movement, you sort of gear up to get. Yes, we got it. There we go, guys. We got a catfish, and it just so happens we got it at the same time we got a geode. So we can finish today feeling like we've achieved something. So that's absolutely great. So I just want to quickly check, and we'll have a quick look at the community center bundles. We will just be focusing on the fish tank ones. So the river fishing. Okay, so the catfish and the shad and the sunfish are all in that river fish bundle. So we will be putting those three in, which I think is really, really great. I'm really quite pleased that we got that catfish in the end, because I was a little bit worried that we weren't going to. We will aim to try to get this eel tonight, because you can get an eel tonight. We do need two, because we need another one for... I might even put the largemouth bass away. I'm thinking what we might do is we'll try to get an eel as soon as we can. Actually, you know what, we'll go for 2 eels. And if we get a sardine, we'll get a sardine as well. Because we need to give one of them, I think it's to Evelyn. And then the other one we will be aiming to put in the community center bundle. So I think if we can do that, that means we don't need to catch another catfish. And that was definitely an experience. But I'm absolutely rapt that we're able to get that and get it on the hook. So let's have, before it becomes 6 o'clock and we're down here, let's spend the time just having a quick look at the items that are over here. So what have we got? We've got a coral, here's this guy here, and we've got a sea urchin. So they're okay. And while we've got a little bit of extra time, because I don't think the eels appear till 6, which is fine, because if we cast the thing now, it's not going to instantaneously hook something. But I'm just looking to see if there's any patches where there's going to be easy fishing. Nope, there's not. Okay, but that's okay. Alright, we'll aim to try to get 2 eels. Eels are easier to catch than catfish, so hopefully we don't fail an eel. But I am quite pleased that we got this catfish. I think we failed 3 of them, but I think with our fishing level only about level 3, that's not a bad effort to have got a catfish with such a low fishing level. See, these are so much easier. It's just so different in comparison. I think we need at least 1 sardine, so we'll be keeping at least 1, and we might focus on, like, we'll see how we go for time, but we might even go into the community centre and put some of those away today. So I could try to give people tips on how to do fishing, but it's really hard to describe. Plus, I'm not by far the best. As you could see, I lost 3 catfish today. But what I try to do is, in the very first run, as soon as the bobble goes, I hold my finger down to try to, and a lot of the times you end up going over the top. But the reason I do that is some fish run straight up the top, straight towards the top when they're quick, and if you don't have your finger holding on the button, you just won't catch up to them, and you'll lose a lot of score. The first sort of point where the fish stops, you always want to try to get that, and that's probably a really good start, because things like the catfish, if you don't get the first round, you're probably not going to catch up. And then what I try to do is I try to aim to have the bar on the bottom end of the fish, and then tap it so that I'm in a position that when I want to, I can just hold the button down, and I sort of tap and try to keep it at the bottom end of the fish. So that way, if the fish goes down, you just release the bar, and if it goes up, you're already sort of in the motion of pushing the bar up. So you just hold your finger on the mouse a little bit longer. This is probably not really helping anyone, and probably confusing more people than anything else. But I try to keep tapping or to keep clicking the bar with the fish in the top end, and then monitoring it. So if it moves up, then you just hold the button down as you're tapping. So instead of just tapping, you hold the button down, and then if the fish goes down, instead of tapping, you just pull your finger off and don't do the next click, and let the bar drop. That's sort of a guide as to how I try to do my fishing. It's obviously not as simple as that, but that's sort of what I aim to do. And with fish moving around all the time, like the catfish, yes, I still try to do that, but it just becomes so difficult. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that really have trouble with fishing as well. I know some people that just try not to fish at all because they just don't enjoy it. They find it a bit too difficult. I don't find it too difficult. I just think some of the fish, when you're doing them early, I don't think the game's set up for you to get them as early as some of the others. Like, I don't think the catfish you're expected to get until maybe you've got an upgraded bamboo pole and bait and all those sort of things. But yeah, that was definitely tricky. But I'm very glad we got it. We might have got lucky in the end. We do need an eel. This might be an eel. This one's going a little bit erratic. Oh, let's get this. Oh, you know what? That was maybe not a good idea. No, we've all caught back up, so that was not too bad in the end. I think this could be an eel. It's sort of going around. No, it's a halibut. 3 coal. Got quite a few goldfish there. 920. I'm hoping we can get an eel. I don't think the next time we can get an eel is until autumn, and you can only get an eel when it's raining, so there's not too many days where you can get an eel. This is an easy fish to catch. I don't think I even need to remove the bar. Nope. So yeah, I would like to get a couple of eels. If we only get one, we might use it for the community centre rather than giving it to Evelyn. But yeah, it becomes a bit tricky to get some particular fish when the only chance you can get them is on a rainy day, and then only after 6 o'clock. So it becomes quite difficult to get particular fish. An eel being one of the cases of that. I mean, I could have sped up the amount of fish I could get today by buying the upgraded fishing rod and using bait and that sort of thing, which in hindsight I probably should have done, but I didn't think it would be that tricky to hook an eel. I would have thought we would have got at least one by now. But who knows, we might get 2 in a row or something along those lines. Jojo Cola. It's 10:30. I'm thinking we'll probably head back at about 11, but I would like to get an eel. So maybe we've got plenty of salmon berries, and we only lose energy if we go back a bit late. So maybe we'll hang out till 12, and we'll anticipate losing some energy, but we'll be okay with that. It'll depend on when we get an eel. So if we get an eel now, for instance, which it doesn't look like we will, I'm really disappointed in this, guys. I would have liked to have got an eel. Alright, actually, you know what? Let's just make this the last fish. I think we're going to have to get the eel in autumn or in fall, which is fine. We're not really going to use the sparkling pan or the pan or whatever it is that frequently anyway. It's not something that's going to significantly improve the rate in which we get gold or anything along those lines. So if we don't get the that community center bundle till fall, that's probably not such a bad thing. All right, well let's go back now. It is starting to get late. We'll just be storing the fish for the moment. There's Willy. Yep, good. And we probably should have given a gift to Leah, because this was the last day we could have done that, but anyway, it's a bit late. I wonder if there's anything on us that Leah might like. We could try a salmon berry. Do you want to try it? Let's try a salmon berry. She might not be pleased with us. Nope, she's happy with the salmon berry. So that worked out really well. She just happened to be walking past as we were going home. So that was really good. I think it was Emily's birthday today, so we've forgotten Emily's birthday, but oh well, these things happen. Social's not my #1 priority, but I still would have liked to have done that. I think overnight we'll probably put gold in. Let's get rid of that. So what did we need to keep? We need to keep a sardine. We needed to keep a shad. I don't think we need smallmouth bass. We need to keep the catfish for sure. I think everything else we will sell. We'll sell one of those. Yep. So let's grab the gold now, because the gold takes longer in the furnace compared to the quartz. And let's put these in here so that we don't accidentally sell them. And put the geode away. Put the fine quartz away. So we're up to 13 now, and we'll get 2 more gold bars overnight. Alright, well tomorrow will be the last day of spring, so it's going to be absolutely great. So where's our cat? Our cat normally would be inside by now. What's it tomorrow? Tomorrow is partly cloudy. Level 4 fishing. And a little bit of gold. Actually, we've got quite a bit of gold from fishing, so that's pretty good. The shads don't sell too bad. Halibut doesn't sell too bad at all. What else do we sell? Oh, just a sardine. Okay, how do I... yeah, that's a little bit extra gold, but not much. But we ended up nearly getting 2,000 gold today. So that's quite good. Alright guys, well thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. So I'll see you all in the next episode. See you later guys. Bye.